because of the coverage that Coach Sean was just talking about.
Right here in Cleveland.
We look at this player, guys. He's so explosive. You saw it in the testing. Ran a 4.41. He jumped 39 inches. He can play in any scheme. You know he's been coached great by his father as well as Coach Saban there at Alabama. He's got outstanding length and ball skills down the field as well. So when you watch him, just like J.C. Horn, you see him going up against the best competition. He saw it here in the SEC. You see the long arms to get on you at the line of scrimmage. Vic Fangio wants to play some press man. Surtain's very comfortable getting up there, throwing his hands and rerouting. How about out on an island? Just leave him alone out there and feel confident and comfortable. The toughness, no doubt about that. He'll show up and run support, get underneath this Notre Dame ball carrier and get him on the ground. This is somebody that also has the ability not only to tackle, you can match him up with tight ends. He can do so many different things. You see him trigger. You try and block him with a tight end, he goes right through him to get to the ball carrier.
Shaw, Daniel talk about toughness. That's one of the reasons I put this comparison to Richard Sherman, because Patrick Surtain does have that elite processing skill that you need on the corner. Remember, trained by his father, who he was coached by in high school. He eliminates routes before they happen by knowing what formations are.
Offers coming out of high school in Hominy, Oklahoma. Winds up Mel less than an hour from home at Tulsa, becomes a first-team All-American, and wins the Bronco Nagurski Award.
Yeah, I think the key with him is going to be he's a chess piece. How do you get him involved in your defense to maximize all this length, all this ability, the size, the way he can disrupt throwing lanes, he can get after the quarterback. It hasn't yet showcased that pass rush ability. He flashed it at times. You see the instinct there. He's the kind of guy. You have Isaiah Simmons, another chess piece.
Yes.
Boom, you got two guys now. You said Isaiah Simmons, how's he going to fit in? How does Zaven Collins fit in as well? Well, it's almost like you're so too versatile for your own good.
You know, when I think Zaven Collins, I think Anthony Barr, I think Leighton Vander Esch. Those big backers, you can blitz him, he can cover, has enough speed, he can be a stack backer off the ball. One concern, at the medical recheck, he came in at 270 pounds. That tells me, are you thinking you're a defensive end? Because
ability, a good tackler. He's just the kind of guy that you would assume right now that a guy like Brian Flores is going to find multiple ways with which to deploy him. You know, you can send him on the blitz, you can match him up against tight ends, you can match him up against running backs, you can blitz him. There's just so many different things you can do with a player like this, and with a team like the Miami Dolphins that is defensive centric, that really emphasizes good fundamentals in the secondary. This is a good solid pick for him. You could see Brian Flores advocating for a guy like this.
9 interceptions over the 2 years they played, opted out, and he's also an outstanding punt returner. He averaged 15.3 yards a return in 2019 on 16 returns. It's a 9 picks, 4.
Throws ball in the gun. He'll look to throw. Pressure coming on the edge, and he'll be dropped.
From the 24. Leary wants to throw. Ball got knocked loose. He picks it back up, and he's going to end up taking the sack. That's Patrick Jones.
Patrick Jones, they said Dracovic was down before he threw the ball. I think that's a correct statement.
Loss of a half yard, and Cunningham to throw here on second down. Back up into the pocket, long for Cunningham and the Cardinals, and under duress, Patrick Jones will sack him.
What with man coverage on the back end, but Malik Cunningham didn't have any time. Look at Patrick Jones just shoving.
Quarterback is just running out to a well-blocked defensive lineman.
And here is Cunningham with Hawkins and this Pittsburgh defense.
Underneath, caught, but not enough for the first. Matriculate down the field. 2nd and 3 at the 43. This time the Buckeyes are
yards and 60 rushing yards per game. Behind the line of scrimmage was quite amazing.
2nd down and 7. They run it and they go nowhere. Terrific job, Sean Wade, all this evening.
There's no doubt. And how about the hit from Wade?
Sacks on the season. They've been playing extremely well in the interior of this front.
Johnny Langan, this time able to complete it. And then a fumble at the end of it. Did Ohio State recover? Yes, they.
Sean Wade drives on the football. His left arm gets in there, and then Okudah, when he comes over, looks like his face mask hits the ball out before any part of Washington hits the turf. See it bouncing around there.
Kylan's got a bright future ahead of him in football at the next level, you would think. Here's Chuba Hubbard on the cutback, and Hubbard to the end zone. Touchdown, Oklahoma State. It's 30-0.
Stopping those running quarterbacks, which is not an easy thing to do in the Big 12. And here is Chuba with room, and he walks into the end zone. First touchdown of the game, Chuba Hubbard.
From being a real NFL prospect, but I'm sure a lot of teams are going to look at him this season. And there he goes. See? They're going to like a lot of film that they see from him.
A year and a half seems a long way away.
Yeah, I think Coach Gundy just wants to keep him around for a year and a half. I think that's what that one's all about.
Drew Brown will give it to him again. And there goes Chuba Hubbard. His first big run of the day. He's got Olympic sprint speed, and Debian Renfro finally runs him out of bounds after a gain of 37.
You're going to get some accolades.
First time for the K-State team to do that, a win on the road at the SEC, and there's Chuba Hubbard showing his speed. He's to midfield and all the way down to the K-State 40.
Got 3 yards on that play. Now Haskins going to throw it. Flushed out of the pocket and throws on the run. It's caught inside the 10. Luke Farrell on the grab.
Obviously, they're looking for a big play. Purdue trying to defend that, playing a Tampa 2 defense.
Snap dropped. Haskins picks it up and slings it short. Another catch by Farrell, and he's knocked down near the marker, but they spot it just short, so it'll be 3rd down.
5 catches for 96 yards. They'll look to throw again on 1st down here. All day to scan the field. Now he scrambles, directs traffic, and finds Farrell for a 1st down near mid.
In college.
How about that?
You go from 0 to hero.
Yeah, everybody got to change their number last year. 0 was put in the college game.
Yeah, his general manager, Jason Light, said, look, he's very relevant to us. They think this guy's going to be a dominant special teams player. I thought he might even be a conversion to a fullback when we watched him at the Senior Bowl. It's an off-the-ball linebacker. He's a little bit tight, but he's got outstanding play speed. He delivers some huge hits, and I said he is an all-or-nothing style of play. He's going to find his role on special teams. That's what I thought, and that's what I think the expectation is for him there in Tampa. That's a
24 pounds and 6'1.5". But he can run. He doesn't have elite speed, but some in the 4.6 range as a linebacker, I like it. What I loved on tape, this guy recognizes quickly. He sees the guard pulling, he sees the movement up front, and then he finds the football. That's the second read you've got to make as a linebacker, and he does a great job of it. You can play him as the overhang, and he does a really good job of getting to the quarterback and also finishing as a run defender. He's as closing burst. And I also love his competitiveness and just the leadership that he brings to the team. He's a team captain, loves the game. Every scout I talked to said in the past 2 years, this was the dude on the TCU defense that kind of lit the fire and got everyone going. And he's also pretty good in man coverage as well.
He's a very good kicker. 31 yards. He looks like a Sunday-ready kicker right now. Borregales has been a huge upgrade. One of the top kickers in the country so far. And he knocks it right down the middle.
And you see Pitt
Unbalanced line as they try to get to it, and they cannot. Borregales converts.
Did he drive one through from 56?
How about, are you kidding me?
How about 65 plus?
Look at the reaction.
Yeah, he's like, I mean, what?
Give me a challenge here.
What do you expect? By the way, any kicker that shows up, padded up, eye black, he's confident.
As they will try to get an onside kick recovered.
And this is just so well done.
And again, a 52-yarder. As he lays into this one, and that one was true.
This from 47, left hash, drives it right through. Manny Diaz said he's a game changer. They struggled mightily last year in close games. Field goals cost him a few victories.